Good morning, student. Student, here Gopal Srivastava, taking your science sub-subject biology. Today, student, I will explain the oral question after completing the topic mechanism of breathing. Okay, so there are two steps: inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation, when we take rich oxygen air through the nostril inside the chest cavity, the volume of chest and lung will expand and increases their volume. And in exhalation, the chest cavity and lungs both are decreases in their volume. Okay. So, student, I will explain once again these two steps by orally, and today I will also explain the oral question of the after completing this topic. This topic already explained in the previous class. Okay. During exhalation, student, there is a diaphragm that separated the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. So, when we take in oxygen, the diaphragm goes lower and pressure of the thoracic region decreases. Okay, the chest cavity and the lungs, the volume of chest cavity and the lungs both are also expand, means increases. Okay, so you can write down some phenomenon which are generally done in the inhalation and exhalation. So, students, the movement of chest cavity and lungs will expand. As a result, pressure inside the lungs will decreases, and in the opposite, exhalation, the volume of chest cavity and lungs will decreases and pressure will increases. Okay. Now, write down the answer with the help of pencil in the book, the oral question. I am going also to book for the explanation of the question answer. So today's topic is biology. Topic oral question, question. Okay. Page number 151. Write down the right answer in the book. What happened in the lungs during breathing? Answer 1. You know, student, exchanges of gases in the lungs generally. So, during breathing, during breathing, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place, and carbon dioxide take place in lungs. You can write down only exchanges of gases takes place in lungs. Who will have higher breathing rate, a man of rest or man of the running fast? Generally, man running fast. Run after running fast. You can tick run after. Are you running fast? Third, what changes occur in the chest cavity and lung during inhalation? The volume of chest cavity, you can write down. The volume of chest and lungs will INCRE increased. Okay, INCREA increased. And the lungs expand. The volume of chest the volume of chest will increase and lungs will expand. Okay. Answer third, fourth. Question is, why do we breathe out? What do we breathe out? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. DI gas. Answer fifth. Which of the following is a physical process? Breathing or respiration? Student, breathing. Write down. Okay, please write down in your book with the help of pencil. I think you are all written this. Now I am going to explain the some respiratory organs found in the different types of the animals. The different animals have the different features for the breathing. Some organisms all live on the land, some are in the air, some are on the trees, some are in the aquatic, in water, Okay, so they have their special features for the survive in the nature, by which they can breathe in oxygen and give out the carbon dioxide. Process remains same, but organs are separated. Suppose insects. All insects are generally breathe through the spiracles. Spiracles are a small opening found on the body surface of the insects, which are joined to the air tubes in the insects. So, see the next topic in the book, student. The next topic is the breathing in other animals. Breathing in other animals. Breathing in other animals. So you can see in your book the mammals. All mammals are generally respire through their lungs. So their main organs, respiratory organs, mammals, frog, M-A-M-M-A, mammals, frog, through lungs. Okay, fish through gills, insects through spiracles, spiracles. Okay, spiracle, T-R-A-C-H-E-A, T-R-A-C-H-E-A, trachea, T-R-A-C-H-E-A, trachea. And some are amphibians, skin and lungs. A-M-P-H-I-B-I-A-N-S, amphibians, you know, student, lizard, alligator, crocodile are taking oxygen through lungs and skin also. Frog also amphibian. Okay, so you are all aware about the mammals, the respiratory organs, that is lungs. Today I will explain about the respiratory organs in the fish and in insect. Okay, now I am going to explain the respiratory organ in the insect. Suppose this is the wing, this is the legs, head, okay, head. This is the thoracic region, abdomen. Three pair legs. This is the eyes. Antennae. Okay. There are small holes are found in their body surface. This is called spiracles. Suppose these are interconnected. Okay. Cerci. Spiracles है TRACHEA. This is spiracles. So oxygen, when spiracles, this is also called air holes found outside of their body. When they open their spiracles, oxygen will enter in their body and they will go to the trachea, which are joined in the internal of the body tissue. Okay, and give the oxygen to the tissue and take carbon dioxide from the tissue and expel to the spiracles. This is the simple mechanism. So oxygen will diffuse inside the body through very simple process. This is called by diffusion process. DIFFISUION. Diffusion. SION. DIFFUSES. Okay. Simple diffusion process. Same. Suppose earthworm. This is the insect. It's cockroach. COCKROACH. And fish. You know, fish are generally found in the water, and they take dissolved oxygen from the water through their gills. Gills have the many blood vessels, rich supply of blood in the gills. So they carry the oxygen which is dissolved in water to their tissue, in body tissue, through the blood vessels, and take up covered deoxygenated blood from their tissue and expelled or thrown out through their gills also. And frog and tadpole, the stage of tadpole and frog, when they are living in water, they also take through their moist skin, through their moist skin or gills. Suppose tadpole, the frog breathes through their skin when in water. Fish, frog, through their skin. And earthworm, EARTH. Earthworm has a special organ that is called caterpillar. CATERPILLAR, caterpillar. CATER. Earthworm leeches absorb oxygen from the air through their moist skin. Because the earthworm and the earthworm, frog, and leeches. Earthworm, frog, leeches, L-E, leeches are generally take in oxygen through their moist skin when they are living in water, because there are many blood capillaries found in their body surface. Capillaries by which they absorb the rich oxygen from the atmosphere and send to their body tissue. And some plants also take oxygen. They have respiratory organs, but generally plants give carbon dioxide and take in oxygen in the night time. But photosynthesis and respiration both are found in the daytime, but in very slow process, not just like the man. Very slow process. Plants also take in oxygen. Plants take in oxygen through their roots, through their stems, and through their leaves. There are three parts. I am going to explain this. Suppose this is the plant. This is a root. EPIBLEM. Roots have a small opening found in the tips of the root, and in the stem they have found some the lenticel, lenticels, lenticels, and in the leaf there are stomata. So roots take oxygen from the moist soil. They trap the oxygen from the soil through their epiblema. Epiblema is a small opening found in the tip of the roots. And lenticel generally found in the woody stem. Small opening. They take in oxygen from the lenticels found in the stem, and stomata found in the leaf, LEA, in the under surface, lower surface of the leaf. So what is stomatal apparatus? Suppose stomata is a small opening found in the lower surface of the leaf for the gaseous exchange. During daytime they give out the oxygen and take in carbon dioxide. Suppose it's a bean shaped structure. Okay, they have cells, chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll, the nucleus. Okay, this is cytoplasm, cytoplasm, and this is both are the called guard cell, GUARD, guard cell, stomatal OPENING. Okay, stomata, guard cells, subsidiary cell, SUBSIDIARI, subsidiary cells. So stomata are generally surrounded by the subsidiary cells. Stomata are the bean-like structure, two bean-shaped structure like, and there between a pore is found, which is called a stomatal pore. During the daytime, when they are turgid, the stomatal pore will open, so the carbon dioxide enter inside the leaves for the making the food, and after photosynthesis, oxygen will release from the stomata. Okay. So this is the stomata, which is surrounded by the two cells. This is called guard cells. In guard cells, they are found in the cells: mitochondria, vacuoles, nucleus. All the things are found in the guard cells. Okay. Now there is a last topic. What is the difference between the respiration and the photosynthesis? So all of you will read and learn this. You know, respiration and photosynthesis both are the very different things. So all of you will learn this. Today I will give the same topics to read and learn at your home. So write down today's homework. Read about breathing in other animals. Homework. Okay. I think you are all cooperate to me. And student, in this week or next week, I will give you a message to submitted your notebook of biology to your parents. Ask to your parents when I send you message. So prepare for the complete your previous notebook, not this chapter, previous notebook of your half yearly syllabus. Okay, for the correction work. Thank you, student. Have a nice day. Mention the date and write down the today's homework in your diary. I will explain the exercises and oral question in your next online class. Thank you. Have a nice day.